So, this is Ryan Shaw, and this is my review of the Ultimate Edition Undertaker. Not the Survivor Series 1991, the one from WrestleMania 14. So this is basically like Attitude Era Undertaker. Because he's got like it's kind of like these heavy metal gothic clothes. You know, it's basically just all black, which I think anybody who's ever seen Undertaker knows he basically wears all black most of the time. It's got like these crosses and stuff on it, you know. This is like the Lord of Darkness Undertaker. I mean, before he started his ministry of darkness and started really getting extreme with the scary stuff, you know, not to mention that promo he did with Big Show saying that they went out in the desert and that he just left Big Show out in the middle of the desert or something. They rode on motorcycles out in the desert. That is kind of weird and funny at the same time. That Undertaker would just leave Big Show out in the middle of the desert. That, I don't know what Undertaker was thinking, you know. I thought it was hilarious when he said that, though. But anyways, this is like Undertaker, you know, like 1998 Undertaker, when he was facing Kane and teaming up with Kane, like the match they had at the Inferno, with the Inferno match they had. I don't have the Kane, but obviously you see Undertaker here. I like to get Kane sometimes, but I basically got like the slicked back hair look on him. You know, this is not the head he's packed in with. Well, not the one he's putting the box in with. This is one of the ones that one of the interchangeable faces. But as you can see, I guess we'll start with the face. You can kind of use this for like any era Undertaker. You know, any like Dead Man era. Like, you know, a lot of people are saying this Undertaker doesn't fit the era that the face does not fit the era that it's supposed to be from. But I believe Undertaker at some point in that year was wearing his hair kind of slicked back. They kind of forgot his little like teardrop thing that he used to wear on his face. I think it was supposed to be some kind of prison tattoo that, I don't know, maybe he thought, I don't know, maybe he killed Kane or something like that. Remember that story they would always come up with Kane and Undertaker? Or how Kane got burnt or whatever? I think that's what it was supposed to be for. I don't know. They've never explained that. Anyways, you probably already know all of that. But it pretty much looks like Undertaker. Most of the faces look just like the real guy. But he's got the sideburns. You know, his beard, the eyeliner. Just about everything you expect to be on Undertaker. He's got most of his tattoos, even though they're kind of, you know, covered up by the elbow pads. Like I said, he's basically got the gothic heavy metal type clothing and the black tights. I mean, this is a really well detailed Undertaker. Like, it's worth what they normally would sell for it. I kind of heard that they would be re-releasing this Undertaker, but I obviously wouldn't need it because I've already got it right in front of me. But here's the other stuff that it comes with. You know, here's the two heads that it comes with. There's the one who has like his tongue sticking out, which I don't believe he was doing around this era. Sorry if the camera's kind of blurry. Maybe I can get something for it to focus on. Maybe I can put it on this. Hold on. I'm trying to get something so this camera will focus. But you could see, I mean, yeah, the camera's kind of going in and out, but there we are. He's got his eyes rolled back and his tongue sticking out. Which I don't believe Taker during that time was doing that quite yet. I don't think he started doing that until, you know, his Ministry of Darkness, when he was really, like I said, getting into that really, like, scary stuff. You know, the real scary stuff, not the hokey stuff. I mean, the Satanistic stuff, basically. It's basically the most evil Undertaker has ever been. That's what I'm saying. This one is the head that he's packed in, that has the hair in front and all that, you know. This is what he mainly looked like at WrestleMania 14. He had this type of hair. This one represents when he was fighting Kane in the Inferno match at Unforgiven. At that Unforgiven pay-per-view, I think it was 1998. But anyways, here's the vest and cape thing that he wore going into WrestleMania 14, going at WrestleMania 14 when he was facing Kane for the first time on television. It's like a rubber cape, but it's got like, you know, all the gold and silver things on it. I mean, it looks like the thing he was wearing. I mean, they got it pretty much right. You know, the cape is cloth, and, you know. So that's pretty much his vest. Here's like the hands he comes with, like, he's got the two choke slamming hands, and, you know, he's got the, like the knife, you know, like, gesturing hand, you know, when he kind of does that thing, when he's signaling to do the tombstone, and then there's like an open hand, you know, like a flat open hand. Flat open hand. It's a really cool Undertaker. Hold on. Let me get all this stuff out of the way so we get to the movement. So anyways, the head turns 360. I mean, it can. Maybe not with this head sculpt, but trust me, it can. You kind of had to have the one where the one that's pre-put in the box on the body. You haven't been 360. But his arms go in and out. He's got like a butterfly joint, so you can get him, you know, get his arms to go like a little forward on the chest. So he's got a lot of movement in his arms. He's got a double joint in his arms. The hands turn. They go up and down. It's the same with the other arm, the butterfly joint and the double bend and the elbow. He's got like a diaphragm. I think they call it like a diaphragm joint. He's got a turn in the waist and it can turn 360. He's got elite articulation in his legs. You know, the knees are double jointed. He's got movement. He's got like a boot cut thing. The feet can go up and down, but they're stiff. I wouldn't move them. And he's also got this toe joint too. So yeah, it's a really cool Undertaker. It's my favorite Undertaker I own right now. Hopefully I can get Kane in the future. But yeah. It's kind of cool that Undertaker's kind of pulled back the curtain and let his human, I guess you could say his human side come out. Because for the longest time he wouldn't do interviews just anyways. I mean, if he ever did, he was always in character and stuff like that. You know, I think one of the very few interviews he did on television while in character in his dead man phase was on some kind of like morning show when he brought Paul Bearer with him. And they asked him questions and he kind of, you know, had short answers to the questions and stuff. You know, it's kind of weird seeing Undertaker on shows like that anyways. Just answering questions like a regular person. You know, I mean, he is a regular person. He's not really a dead man. He's not really a zombie. I mean, I think that's obvious. But it's kind of jarring to see him do that, and that's probably the reason why he didn't do it that much. But, yeah, that's Undertaker for you.